Take number 375. Hopefully I got the mic the right distance away from my face this time. But it's been a difficult try getting this episode done, guys. So what I'm going to do is cook dinner for my family and hang out with you guys. And we're going to chat. Lots happened in the past few weeks. It's been a little while since I've talked to you, but I think it was a good little hiatus. Me and Bandit here. You can't see him. He's not on camera, but my little puppy. So if you hear some jingles, that's what that is. But we're having chicken this evening. I hope you're hungry. And this is episode 22 of Social Therapy with me, by myself. Just turned 33 years old. Nothing special about it, honestly. Other than like this is the age that Christ died, which has been like a revelation and like this point of interest of my mindset since I turned 33. But other than that nuance, that little weird thing about it, there's nothing new. So we're here, 500 followers. That's another big thing that's happened. We actually got 500 people out of Elberton that follow this show, which I think is phenomenal. I've never done this for popularity. I've never done this for clout. I've always done this because I really think Elberton is a cool place to be. And I always thought that it wasn't growing up. And after leaving for quite some time, a 10-year stint almost, we moved back to Elberton and have now 2 kids and a happy family here. If I'd have told you when I was 18 that I'd be happy and in Elberton, Georgia, I would have called you a liar. So it's really cool being able to find some place that you're happy, genuinely. So I hope that all of you out there find something similar in your own lives and are just blessed in your day-to-day life, whatever you're doing now and wherever this message finds you. Another thing about being 33 is trying to find grace in life. Like, you're not perfect in everything that you do. You're never going to be. Neither am I. But in the efforts and in trying, I feel like we're doing our world and ourselves a little bit of justice. If you're not giving it your all in whatever it is that you're doing, then you're doing yourself a disservice because you could be doing better. Does that make sense? Like, if you're not reaching your potentials and at least pushing those boundaries, you'll never find out how good you could have been at it. So I'm knocking this episode out, 22, with just myself and my dog cooking dinner for the family. And hopefully you guys can just hang back and kick it with me for a little bit. So Elberton's got a cold snap recently, guys. We've gotten chilly in the past couple of weeks. I'll turn my grill up here, make sure I'm at the hottest temperature it can get up. So, but it's feeling good, like 40 degrees. I'm still in my work duds. I haven't even come out of my work clothes yet. Come here, pup. Leave them be. Cats and dogs, you know. But there's a lot of exciting things coming up for social therapy. I've got, I'll go ahead and tell you, my little brother's going to be my next episode because it's episode 23. And to anybody that knows our family, our ball numbers mean a lot to us. So 22 is my old ball number. And it's really cool growing up in a town where you got to play ball with your friends from like 5 years old on. I can still pretty much name most of my teammates and tell you where most of them are, which I think is, I mean, that may be something that everybody does, but I don't know. I felt like our group was really, really close. So being able to come back and be a part of a town and a place that still has that kind of structure, and seeing our football teams and baseball teams and soccer teams and lacrosse now and stuff, like it's really cool seeing Elberton sports grow to what it's been becoming, and even more to come. Like I said, we've got some awesome staff members like Sarah Fuller. Shout out Sarah for that birthday present that I got. Appreciate you, fam. I'll wear it on one of my podcasts soon, I'm sure. But yeah, I see a lot of potential in our town, which is why I do this show. So highlighting people that I think are really cool, just reflecting on some of the guests that I've had and being able to speak to people like Dr. Langston, Tukey, my mom, Sarah, Zach Smith, Chris Dial, and Chris, probably need to get back with you sometime or another, man. We got a lot to talk about, I'm sure. But these past few weeks has been a hiatus for me, which has been good because at first I took a week because it was Mother's birthday, end of September. So we always do a little trip for her birthday, which is fun, and get out of town for a little while and hang out. So after doing that, I came back and was like, all right, we'll do episode 22. And soccer has kind of taken a little bit of time this year. It's been fun. Both of my kids are playing soccer, 5 and under. I always tell people it's like herding cats. It's just fun to let them get out there and get some exercise. They're still very young to really grasp the wholeness of what soccer can entail and the gravity of the game and like all of the rules. So just letting them get out there and kind of getting going the right direction is my only goal right now. And it's been fun. So we're nailing on the end of that season. And in doing so, we got things like the fair coming up. So I've got some stuff planned for doing fair-related activities. But before that, I have to get this episode done, and then my little brother. So my birthday passing, my mother's birthday passing, and the busyness that Pink Elephant has been keeping me up on, as well as the job that I have and being a father, it's been hard to get all these things done at the same time, but here we are. We're about to cook some food and hang out for a little bit. I have a little bit of drink left. But yeah, it's been fun, guys. This has really been a good time. I have never in my life would have expected a very small room with a microphone and a camera to become something that I enjoyed so much. Being able to get to know so many people, and even going through town and getting to see people that listen and watch the show that I've never met, because most of the people, I don't know, like it's Elberton. Like you're going to have that bit of people that really want you to succeed, and there's other people that think that you're doing it for nefarious reasons, or they think that, success is a threat in some way, shape, or form. Not that I'm successful, but there's an undertone to where there's a lot of people that want this town to succeed, and I think there are some that just don't, or don't. Maybe it is that they don't want it to, because then that would make them saying that it isn't a really cool place or it sucks to be here true, which I don't think it is. But we have a booming industry that has gone through a lot of ups and downs in the past few years with the quarries and the situations that we've all been through. And if you worked in any part of this industry, then you've felt the repercussions of that. And again, it's all been to the good lately from what I've heard. The locals here are hard to push around. So that's kind of how we're made. But Elberton's never going to go anywhere, I don't believe. And there's a lot of potential here. I keep saying it, and I'll say it 1,000 times, probably in this one episode, but throughout the show's existence. Elberton has potential and will be a really cool place to live in the next 20 years, I believe. Not that it isn't now. We have a lot of really cool stuff to offer. We got a lot of really young people that are working their way through the business ranks and through our local governance to try to make this place what they think it can be. I think it's just more or less people being informed. I don't think a lot of us are informed the way we need to be, which is another reason why I tried to do this show. But I've also tried to stay away from the politics because that is, again, something that just gets so weird so fast, Like, it's not fun for anybody once it gets to that point. But yeah, we might have to go about doing that anyway because election season's coming, so prep for that. I have some very harsh opinions about certain things, and I'm open to talking about it, don't get me wrong. I think voicing your opinion is one of the great things we have in this nation, where you can't stop someone from saying what it is that they feel, and I think that's an amazing thing. So we'll probably have to do some things like that before too long. But yeah, a lot of the next episodes I have planned are going to be a lot of cool people that are still from around Elberton. So a lot of the same, but it's different, people with different walks of lives and different things that they've gotten into. But I wouldn't have imagined, again, raising 2 kids in a town that was surrounded by granite at 16 to 18 years old when I was swearing I couldn't wait to get up out of this place. But yeah, man, it's been fun. And I expect my brother's episode and I to be a lot of stories from our childhood and how it was growing up over in the Dewey Rose 13 Forks area. So if you're from or around that part of the world, then shout out to you, because that's the stomping grounds. That's the homeland, the watershed. Hey, pup. You doing good? This grill's about hot enough. I'm going to get these chickens on here and we can continue to chat. Give me just a half second. Anyways, while I'm doing this, take a moment and tell me how you feel about EC. What's it like for you living here? Are you a transplant? Are you a local? Do you know me from our past, or is this like a, hey, who's this weird dude doing a weird show in the middle of nowhere, Georgia, about granite and people from there? Because who would, right? But let me know how you feel. We'll be right back. Let's just take in a moment of the sounds of Elberton, Georgia. I'm not sure what that actually sounds like to you guys on the other side, so I'm only going to do that for a second. Yeah, man, I've been working on my truck. I got an old 77 Ford. I'm going to kick it into high gear now that I've kind of updated you guys on what we've been doing. But yeah, trying to get this old Ford running. Being 33 years old is fun. Mom's doing well. Cole's doing well. My dad's doing well. I love my job. My job is awesome. I get to sit around and draw all day on Photoshop, and then get up and go operate cranes and lift heavy rocks and deliver rock and go talk to people. So I'm around the industry a lot. For those who do not know me, I grew up in Dewey Rose, Georgia. I was literally dirt road, dirt on my feet, no shoes for most of my life, running around a granite shed with probably, way too many things to get yourself hurt on around, but we survived. And fiddling around in the watershed. One of the reasons I had any toughness in my life is because of a childhood friend of mine named Dustin Massey. Massey, if you ever hear these things, I love you, buddy, and I hope you're doing well. But he and I grew up together because he was right down the road, and fight is not the word. We used to fight all the time about sports, about yo mama jokes, about anything and everything. But we were best friends, and we hung around each other for quite some time. And then going through those years of Dewey Rose, I learned how to fish, I learned how to hunt, I learned how to be, in the woods, because my father's a very good outdoorsman. He's still a dead eye shot. He's sporting clays still to this day. I think he's going to be in Texas probably when this episode comes about for a big shoot that he has going on. So good luck to him. Hope he's finishes very well in that. Like I said, end of our soccer season's coming up. Cole's been helping me coach. It's been a lot of fun this year, just letting the kids have at it. Nobody's gotten severely injured, so that's a huge plus. We've got to do the Rolly episode, which came out while I was at the beach, actually. But the whole Rolly's experience was fun. I hope they're doing well. That business is something you guys should check out if you haven't yet. It's treats, sweets, coffee drinks, bobas. I've learned bobas. I like bobas. Boba teas. That's cool. But yeah, the industry that we're working in is on the upswing, it seems. I mean, it's not like it's extremely busy right now for everybody, I don't think. But the heaves and throes of what we've been through, I think, are on the backside. I don't think any major things are coming. The world we live in is chaotic. Our politics are out of control. We're losing billions of dollars daily, basically, to entities that we can't track. Israel is under attack, and through all this chaos, I say that and say we're going to need each other before too terribly long, if not now. We just got to lean in on each other, because I think our local communities are becoming much more important as the days go by. I don't think anybody well above us is going to save us when it comes down to it. And I'm not saying that to be doomsday-ish. I just don't think better times are coming before it gets much worse. That's economics, that's wartime, that's, global politics, it's everything. So trying to stay positive in our little world's hard sometimes. So I like to think of our blessings being the things that we get to do on a daily basis. I get to get up, I get 2 legs to walk on. I got a dog, 2 kids, and a wife that are happy and fed. And I have the means by which, if all hell breaks loose, that I can at least try my best to support my family in all ways, shape, and form. And it's because we have a good local system. Like, it's because of the people that are around us. It's not that I can say that because I can do it. It's because I know people that I care about that also care about me that would help us get it done. Bandito, come here, pup. I don't know if he's ever entered frame or not, sneaking around the back there, but he's a pretty little dog. We love him. Hey, puppy. And I haven't forgotten the chicken either. I was hoping one of my kids may come out and say hey while I was cooking, but I think they're in there doing schoolwork. We're doing homeschool with the kid. That's a wonderful thing that we've been experiencing. Cyrus is loving it. He's learned so much. He's teaching me things. And it's really cool to see the interaction that he has with my wife, Caroline, in the teacher-student role, because they respect each other. Sometimes there are ups and downs, but kids at 5 and 6 years old are, kids at 5 and 6 years old. So there's grace that needs to be had. Easy, pup. There's grace that needs to be had, and stuff that we could get into as far as homeschooling that's been trial and error. Obviously, it's our first time doing it, but my wife has excelled in every way, shape, and form. Like, my kid's learning, he's having fun doing it. They're both dedicated to getting all the work done, and they're doing it in a way that doesn't seem to be over stressful for either her or him. So I've been super proud of them, man. It's been a fun experience being able to watch her become a teacher in a way. So if you've ever thought about doing homeschooling, I'm not saying public school is the wrong way to go. It's just the way we decided to go. You can do it. And again, like, staying positive in today's age is hard to do. So any little lights you can find, if you feel like it's something you really want and can accomplish, do it. Overloading yourself is something that could be very easily done as well, because it's not easy all the time. Nothing ever is. But it's worth it. I can tell you that. I'll flip this chicken. It's looking good. Awesome. Hey, come on. Finally, I got one of them. I got him. I finally get to introduce you to my family. Well, my wife. My kid ran back inside. Say hey. You don't have to stay on camera or anything. I was just chatting. I know. Can you come say hey at least?
I did.
This is the other half of social therapy, ladies and gentlemen. She helps me with all of the font choices and graphics and verbiage because I'm a terrible English writer, and she's decently good at it. She was a pro at it at one point in time. But ladies and gentlemen, the other half, Caroline Bray. But yeah, it's been an eye-opening experience, ladies and gentlemen. It's been fun. The chaos that exists in the world. I'm not going to say that the end days are coming, but we're definitely creeping closer to a climax of some sort that I have no idea exactly what it's going to be. But humanity's been here for quite some time, so I don't think that we're going to go anywhere soon. But there is tellings that change is on the winds. But with that said, the next couple guests that we have on are going to be a lot of fun. The time that I've got to spend getting to know all 500 of you, and thank you again for that, is something I'll be eternally grateful for. And for all of the things that I'll get to do from this point forward, again, eternally grateful. I didn't realize starting all this that I'd have something for my kids to look back on and kind of get to know their dad at an age that they were too young to really know me. But they'll see me interact with those that I knew well and kind of get to know their dad in post. Hey, baby girl. Speaking of one, I think this will be a perfect opportunity for me to get all of our things together. Come here, baby girl. This is my sweet gem, my little love. Come here, girl. I'm gonna hold you. Come here. I'm gonna show you. Come here.
Okay. Why did you say
got your camera thing up?
Because I am doing episode 22 of Social Therapy. You want to say hey?
Yeah.
You can say hey. It can hear you. Right there.
Hey.
This is my daughter, Esther Lou. And, yeah, my wife thinks that I spit both my kids out. But she's my little spitball. She sticks with me everywhere I go. She's a bull in a china shop at times. If this gets really loud, I'll try to tone it down for you guys. But thank you all for watching Social Therapy. Thank you for hanging out with me and my family. Thank you for all the opportunities that we've been blessed with over these past couple years of being here in Elberton. This is just another chapter. So, thank you. To all those that have listened thus far, I hope you have a blessed day. I hope that you find yourselves well. And for wherever we go next, I'll see you there. Stay blessed, guys. That was it. Social Therapy, episode 22. Love you. Bye. That was fun. Woo. That shit was hot. Appreciate it, man. I like playing music. It's one of my favorite things to do.